Villainous beats, villainous beats, villainous beats. Villainous beats.
This just in.
Feeling groggy in the morning? Coffee just can't give you that pep in the step that you're looking for? Try Pop Starts for that great get up and go that adults need. Pop Starts has the vitamin and nutrients that only grown-ups can partake in, and with flavors such as tossed salad and scrambled eggs, and Jack Daniels and Bud Light flavors to start your day or end it. There's nothing better to wake up to unless you count that depressing cubicle job. Well, anyway, try Pop Starts today. Pop Starts is not part of the Kellogg's Corporation. Pop Starts could give you diarrhea. Pop Starts are not found in your local grocery store.
The first season of the Paramount Plus series Halo, based on the Xbox game franchise, is now available on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K UHD, with every episode from Season 1 and over 5 hours of special features. See Master Chief, Cortana, and other Spartans of Silver Team take on humanity's greatest threat, the Covenant. Get your DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K UHD copy of Halo today from Paramount Home Entertainment.
In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
All right, look at that. Season 9 is in the books. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's your man on the wall, Chris Fury, and we're back. What are we back doing? Talking about what? Whatever the hell we want. We'll start off with our lady of the show, Kira B. What's going on, Kira?
Hey, what's going on, Chris? What's up, man?
Oh, nothing much. It feels like it's been a long time, hasn't it?
In Wakandan years, yes.
Oh God. And we got our cinematic sniper in the building, Will B of Mayhem Media. What's going on, Will?
Hey man, I seen that in the new intro. I was like, hold on, let me lower. I feel like I got a cinematic assassin, it said, or something like that. I was like, okay.
What's going on, man? It has been a couple of weeks. We took some time off. We ended our season with Nerd Jeopardy. Nerd Jeopardy will be returning. But we took some time off, and good Lord, so much has happened.
Picked the perfect time to not talk about content.
It has been a hefty week. So let's just jump right into it. So unless you've been living under a rock, we lost a very influential person in the nerd community. We lost Kevin Conroy just a couple of days ago. He was the voice of Batman from 92, I want to say, from 92 up until like even now, making kind appearances everywhere. He passed from intestinal cancer. So it's a real thing, people. You know, this cancer beast is a mother, but a very influential and domineering voice, you know, for the community, and forever our Batman. I recently have been watching various WB animations.
Mhm.
And it just so happens some of the ones I've been watching, he's the one that voiced them. I'm like, I wasn't trying to watch the shows yet. I was just watching random movies, and I'm like, oh, I forgot he did the voice for Superman and Batman Apocalypse. I forgot about that. And I'm like, Jesus.
He's done everything up until like 2016, maybe. Just go with that.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a hard road for us, but it's good to know that someone of his caliber, he's had a very interesting life. He had a very interesting life. Very traumatic childhood, of course. He said he came from a home where his father was from the old world. You know, he was Irish. He was drunk. He was very abusive with his words, even with his hands. And he left at the age of 18, went off to live on his own, do his own thing. And amazingly, love, it's almost like his life was 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. He actually was roommates with Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
So it was I'm like, wow, dude, like
Of all the people.
of all the people, and so you had a connection long before we even knew you as Batman. And we finally got to see him portray Bruce Wayne in the live action for which show was that? It was one of the many.
The
It was
crisis
one of
event.
was
Right,
it
yeah.
Crisis? It was Crisis. I just can't remember which show exactly. And even though it wasn't the Bruce we were used to, it just made sense. He was a more embittered Bruce. He had a harness because you just can't be human and go through that kind of damage as Batman and come out unscathed, because human body cannot take that much damage. But still, he was our Bruce. Thoughts? I was like deafening silence.
No, it was thoughts. It's all internal. I haven't really I found out while I was in a bodega, and I just couldn't. I just immediately started crying. Like I'm not soft like that. Like I'm not the type of person to just fall out over nothing. I feel like I was just like time kind of froze for me. He was my weekday cartoon rotation as a child, like from beginning up until now. He's one of the reasons why I wanted to start to get into like voice acting. Like he's my voiceover dad, and Cree Summer's my voiceover mom. So
you know what? That's a damn good way to look at that. I never. Yeah. So if Kevin Conroy is the voiceover dad, Cree Summers the voiceover mom, Phil Lamar is the voiceover uncle.
Oh yeah, easy. Doing wild shit, like teaching you how to do some wild stuff like on the side. He's the cool uncle. He's definitely
he's the funkle. Oh man, Will, what are your thoughts? I gotta use that analogy now.
I mean, I guess first and foremost, as always and forevermore, fuck cancer. Just start there. But I am not fortunate enough to have seen Wakanda Forever just yet, and so I'm call myself supposed to not be on social. But you jump on real quick, take a little quick peek. I seen black and white photo of Kevin Conroy. I was like, come on, y'all. I told y'all about these black and whites. Black and whites mean something specific. Like, don't. And I go ahead and click. And I'm like, oh, no, get the. Not. Like, what? What do you mean? The voice of Batman? Like, that's one of those figures that, like, they're not supposed to expire. It's just, like, you would think until I check out. Like, that's how it's supposed to work, sir.
Right. You would think that would be the case, because there's been quite a few people that's in our circle of nerding, I guess you can say. Shout out to Tommy D, Circle of Nerds. I had to take that real quick. Leslie Jordan and who just recently passed, and wasn't Robbie who plays Hagrid from Harry Potter. Coltrane, yes. Yeah. Robbie Coltrane. It's been a rough year. As if we weren't dealing with enough from phase 4 of the MCU. It's like, oh, you guys didn't feel it? Okay, well, here's this. It's been rough, and it really does make you look at morality a little differently, because you're like, you would love for them to live forever, which now they are, because of their works of art that they've put out there for everybody to enjoy. And I actually ended up playing Arkham Asylum and Arkham City again. I'm like, I'm starting this over, and just started playing it. So, enough of that. Margot Robbie's female-led Pirates of the Caribbean does not look like it's going forward. Which,
yay!
Like,
yeah,
no one asked.
No, they didn't. You know what? They really didn't. We didn't ask for that. Nothing against Margot Robbie. It's just you jumped the gun, Disney, when you cut loose Johnny Depp. you cut loose, and now look at you, you're scrambling. He could have had he was going to be he would have been in two different franchises that would have fared, in my opinion, much better because the other one was Fantastic Beasts.
Oof.
I felt that
Hmm.
I
Huh.
think it would have fared better.
I like Mads Mikkelsen as.
No, nothing against him.
Yeah, like I don't think I feel like just in that regard, it's a step up from Johnny Depp. I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Matt Mikkelsen's is a very different kind of. Let's just put it this way: every time I see him on screen, I just immediately know he's the bad guy. You can't tell me otherwise.
Except for Star Wars.
Bad guy by proxy.
Under duress.
Under duress, right? A bad guy under duress. Yeah, what did he say? Hold on. He says, yeah, just bring that back. No one asked for this. This is true. This is true. You know, would I've gone and had another film with him and then introducing Margot Robbie as a female pirate? Yes, of course. You know, but it's kind of them things where it's just like a little too late. It's a little too late.
Are we done with Pirates of the Caribbean?
I think it's like I want to say yes. I want to say yes. It just seems like every time, because Disney owns the franchise, and it just seems like they want to keep squeezing blood from the turnip. You know, especially after what was the last one, Stranger Tides, which I'll be honest with you,
No,
still haven't watched it in its entirety.
no, it's not. It's a mess. It is a mess.
Yeah.
But also might be a mess because his wife was trying to cut off a finger and pooping in his bed every 10 minutes. So
Well, yeah, that'll do it. You know, waking up with a log in the bed is just
give him
the
like
rest of your
3
day
more
is just
years.
Oh
Give
my
him
God.
3 years. That's enough space for people to sort of get hazy on the boo-boo in the bed situation.
The boo-boo in the bed.
And they'll be back. They'll be back. They were like, Johnny, how much money? We print our own money. It's fine. How much you need?
Oof.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Will says they did try with with Ghostbusters. It was bad script. Which one? Afterlife or the one with the female led one?
Ghostbusters.
Here's my if
Pick
it's
one.
the female led one, I see where the problems are with the skit or with the script. I didn't see a problem with the cast. I love
They
the cast.
they needed a better grounded character. I think that's what they didn't. Everybody was too.
There wasn't a straight
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it was too impressive.
Yeah. Because the cast they had was phenomenal. They're all SNL alumni or SNL hosting, because
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy hosted like several times, and it seemed like she was just part of the cast anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I there was like some very, and like I said, it wasn't the cast. It just seemed like the script fell flat somewhere with that one. So I don't know.
Stop trying to stop.
Yeah.
I don't even
He
know.
said-
I don't even know who wrote it, but I want to say that it probably wasn't female writers at some point.
I don't think so.
I don't,
Yeah, I don't
and
think so.
it's
We would have heard a lot more about it if it was.
Yeah.
It really got overshadowed with the misogynistic and the bullying that was going on, especially against Leslie Jones. And
Whew.
I was like, oh, this is horrible. I'm like, y'all some bastards. I swear to God, y'all should not be walking the earth right now the way y'all talking. Y'all, it was just they were so reckless with the talk towards Leslie Jones. And I'm like, are you mad that it's a female cast, or are you mad that there's a black woman on the cast? I'm confused. I'm concussed at this point.
Yeah.
They
Written by Paul Feig, who was also the director, I do believe, and Katie Diploid.
And he probably took the load on that one. But see, there was a particular scene in that movie because you know Chris Hemsworth is in the movie, and there was a scene where because he's possessed. He's possessed. Spoiler alert. I mean, the movie's been out since 2016. But there's like a scene where because he's possessed and he's like he makes everybody that's like I think it was the police force and some random people that was in the city. He possessed them. Like it was this huge dance number. It was like in a deleted scene, but it was such a weird scene. And I don't know if it was just like it was something missing that it didn't work. It didn't come over. You know how you tell a joke or you hear someone tell a joke and it just didn't. You was like, okay, I see where this is going. I said, yep, nope, nothing.
Didn't quite get the. I'm gonna that joke. Wow.
Afterlife was great. Afterlife was great. It was great. It was a great script. It had fan service and Paul Rudd.
Stranger Things with Paul Rudd.
Just Stranger Things with Paul Rudd. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Finn Wolfhard was. I was like, Finn, you're never getting out this horror genre, are you? You're there.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna not talk about people's children tonight.
Oh no.
Is this apothecary?
Oh no, it's a particular very cheap store, but it's a beer night tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of cheap beer? Let me blow it up here.
It is I don't know if I'm show the label.
No, we're not going to do the label.
Oh, the color. Oh no, baby.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's one of those.
The Mexican beer is the.
It's allegedly from Mexico.
Allegedly. That's the line around here. Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Big allegedly.
Look, even Will said it. He said apothecary is back.
Oh no, it is. It really is imported from Mexico. It's a whole Tijuana. Look at that.
Mexico.
The quotes. High quotes.
Real next to Mexico.
Real next.
Carol, they're drinking Trace Eckies.
Oh my goodness. Hold on, what happened? Oh, that's cool. Doctor Strange 2 and the Batman are receiving Grammy noms.
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what those noms are.
Multiverse.
Multiverse Madness, composed by Danny Elfman, received a nomination for Best Arrangement, Instrumental, or a cappella. First time that a comic book film received a nomination in this category. Okay. Danny Elfman's good for that.
You said Grammy, right? Not Oscar?
Yeah, Oscar. Did I say?
Is it a Grammy?
Yeah, Grammy. No, Grammy.
Huh.
I don't. You know what? I'm gonna apply next year.
Yeah. And Michael Giacchino's score for the Batman made it to list of nominees for Best Score Soundtrack for Visual Media category.
The music in that was really good.
It was.
That's
good.
Yeah.
That's good. If Patterson gets a Grammy before me, I'm going to be sick. I was good on G Black.
Don't be a hater.
My G Black did our music. He did. So I feel him on that one. Like if Pattinson gets a Grammy, it's a Grammy for that. When
Grammys finally open up to podcasts, we in there.
For real?
Definitely in there. You know, I'm throwing the nominate. Are we? It's already in. I already threw the hat in the ring, like 3 different ways. Indie news, entertainment, music score, comedy score, whatever. Like I'm throwing. Like, are you guys comedy? Yes, we're comedy.
You'll laugh at least one time.
Exactly. That counts as a comedy. How long do you have to laugh? Longer than 30 minutes? We're an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, so it works.
Limited series. There you go. That's how everybody else is getting.
They were like, the Wonder Years was a comedy? Apparently so. Whatever works.
On whose internet?
Not Beyonce's. He said with the Batman, that French horn is undefeated. That French horn, there's two things that came out. There are two things that came out this year, and that was one of them. The other one was Loki. When I say scores that just shake your core, that was it. Because Loki's instrumental score is probably one of the best ones I've heard on television.
I'm gonna have to go back and give that a listen.
Yeah, it's very strong. It's very strong. In that Batman score, it is.
That shit.
I'm trying to think. I think that is probably. Yeah, that's probably the best score I've heard all year. Yeah, that's probably the best score I've heard all year. So I wouldn't.
And you're hard pressed to go up against the Wakanda score, but I'm gonna say it's the Batman is better.
Yeah, we were spoiled by Kendrick. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Like it's not horrible. We were just spoiled by Kendrick.
Jesus.
Yep. Loki's instrumental score is masterclass. It was. It's something to really sit back and hear and listen to. Baba Yaga is back.
Oh, my baby daddy.
John Wick is coming back March 23rd of next year.
I gotta look like a disheveled widow. Okay, wait.
I am looking forward to this. I'm gonna show the trailer so we can check it out. What do you say? Yeah, Multiverse of Madness and Star Wars. Oh yeah, Obi-Wan was good.
Yeah, Obi-Wan was good, but that's not a movie.
Yeah, no, but as far as like scores for television or show or television or movie, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Obi-Wan was pretty good, and Multiverse of Madness was good too. But then again, it's Danny Elfman, so it's just it's Danny Elfman. Let's take a look at John Wick 4.
John Wick.
This guy here. Mm-hmm.
That man, Larry Fishburne, is back.
Saying goodbyes?
Saying hello.
You think your wife can hear you?
No.
Then why bother?
Maybe I'm wrong.
You're going to die.
Maybe not.
Goodbye to you, my trusted friend.
A new day is dawning. New ideas, new rules, new management.
We've known each other since we were 9 or 10.
Who is this?
The Marquis de Gramont. Challenge him to single combat. Win or lose, it's a way out.
I don't sit at the table.
Your family does.
Please pray for me. I was the black sheep of the family.
Man has to look his best when it's time to get married. Or buried.
I'm going to need a gun.
Goodbye, my friend, it's hard to die.
If you win, the table will honor its word. You will have your freedom.
It's hard to die.
Under the old laws, only one can survive. Failure to meet at sunrise
It's hard to die.
will result in execution. Last words, Winston?
Just have fun out there.
I want you to find your peace, but a good death only comes after a good life. You and I left a good life behind a long time ago, my friend.
It's hard to die.
That looks.
Oh no, John Wick got Kira.
He did no. I'm still here. Hold on. No.
No, your screen went black, and then it was a loud thud. I was like, oh no.
Wait, no, I'm getting the house. Hold on, he's coming home. I gotta.
She got herself she got a little concussed there. Damn. You got Keanu Reeves and Donnie Yen in the same room battling it out. Look, you sold me when you just had those two showing up.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry, y'all. Trying to get
my
camera my phone started to shush.
What, it started to die?
Yeah,
Will said like Kira needed a moment. Yeah, she needs to.
I just needed to get myself together.
Oh jeez. This, let's just face it, if you have not seen it, and I'm shouting you out, Candy B, I know 8 made you watch the other ones. I know she's gonna call me later. Like, really? Yes. But because I remember her saying, like, I have not seen the other 3, and we all looked at her like, what? 8 sent her down and make her watch these 3.
How'd you? Who hurt you? Like what?
I don't know.
I mean, I understand. I wasn't gonna watch it, and then especially when they killed. Well, spoiler alert: when they killed the dog in the first one, then I was in. I was like, oh no, someone has to die in this movie immediately.
Right?
There's no reason. There's no reason. And if Keanu's the one to do it, so be it.
You know what? It does make you wonder where Common is, because he was left on that train with that knife in his chest, and he hadn't died. He just said if he removes that knife, he will die.
I mean, I could take a surprise Common appearance.
Yeah, with the apparatus on his chest. Look, I mean, you got John Wick running around with a bulletproof suit on, 3-piece suit on. Why not?
Tony Stark.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do that. They're gonna say they had to cut the blade off at the fucking sternum and have be. I swear,
have it sit right there and not go anywhere.
I swear to God, that's what they're gonna do with this guy. I swear to God, there's no other.
There's gonna be something like bulletproof metal or some kind of thing underneath his shirt.
Oh my God, it's like you can't stab me twice. Oh, I can hear it. I'm writing it in my head. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. But then again, I was always looking forward. It was originally supposed to be John Wick 4 and 5 in the same year. That would have been too much. As a matter of fact,
and we were supposed to get John Wick 4 and Matrix 4 at the same time. And now looking back, it's like happy that didn't happen.
Put that one up a little bit. That would have been.
That was a hard one. Matrix 4 was a hard one. I thought, yeah.
You swallowed that.
Unfortunately.
That's
the phrase for that.
It was hanging right there.
yeah, it was cold. Like I watched that one, and I've only watched it once because I was just like, I know I'm supposed to be the review on it, but it's kind of hard for me to get through.
Yeah,
Matrix 4 is like full of great ideas that I feel like were leading to more interesting movies than the one I ended up watching.
Yeah. And I was actually starting to figure it out, like, oh, it's not going to be him, it's going to be her this time.
Yeah.
It was kind of predictable. And like you said, Will, it was a lot of great ideas. Poor execution, I guess, is the best.
I really feel like the Wachowskis did it on purpose.
Kind of get it out their contract.
Like they were like, not to get out, but to never, ever have anybody say you need to do this movie again.
Mm-hmm.
They absolutely killed the hell out of that franchise with that one movie. I never want to see it again. I have no faith.
The first one, masterclass. The second one, okay. By the time you got to that third one, I still can't watch that third one. That guy, the old guy sitting in the room and he's just talking. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
Get to the point.
Like I'm like, are you trying to say it's ultimate universes or something?
you have
Kang did it better.
is the womb of inevitable inevitability. I am the one constant forever.
Oh my God, no!
Nevermore.
Why do you have that in your head? Why is that
Once
stuck in your
again?
head?
Jonathan Majors did
I
it
wasn't
better.
saying shit.
Kang. Like Kang said that in about 20 minutes.
Yo,
You know,
that's how lit Jonathan Majors is. That whole finale that we thought was going to be some sort of like fight to the death, it was like 45 minutes of this man talking, and I was riveted.
I mean, my man was eating an apple and jumped up on the table, and nobody seen that coming.
Blown away. Like who does
Like
that?
the cat, like we didn't know he was, and you know, Tom Hiddleston being British, he was just like, that man is acting.
It's like they are allowing this Negro to read the thesaurus, and I am intrigued.
I am
intrigued and enthralled. Damn it!
It's like I don't even use these words every day. What is that?
That's not in the script. You guys are letting him just do that?
Yeah. And so speaking of somebody who's gonna have a hell of a year next year is Jonathan Majors, because he's starting to pop. He's popping up everywhere. Everywhere. Like me and my wife we went to see Wakanda Forever, and he had like, what was it? The 1940s movie that he's in.
Not the Disciple. Yes.
Yeah. He's in that, and then like they showed another trailer, and it was that. Then they showed the Creed trailer, and she went to get popcorn. She came back, and they showed the Ant-Man trailer. I'm like, yeah, he was in all three trailers.
Maybe he's getting a check.
So I'm like, this dude was like, I'm like, that's how you do it. That's hustle right there. That's hustle. Will says we could use another Raid movie. Yes. If you've never seen The Raid.
I have not.
Oh, Carrie, you gotta get down.
Oh, you are missing.
I can't find it anywhere. I keep finding Raid 2, and I'm like, I don't want to start here. I want to start with the original.
Yes, you want the original. You want the original.
It's on HBO right now.
It should be,
because
it's been a couple years, so it should be. You want to talk about some fine action? Whew.
Let me.
I will tell you this, and I'll say to Will, that little short dude was a problem. He was a whole problem. I'm like, will somebody get this man?
Yeah, that is Captain Wake Up and Choose Violence.
For real. It's one of the, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, you're just like, okay, I know I got beef with you, Piccolo, but we got Frieza right here, so we might need to put our beef aside and handle that, you know. So yeah, a Dread sequel. They've been wanting to get a Dread sequel for so long.
What?
Yeah. Not Sylvester Stallone's Dread.
The Carl Urban joint? You ain't like that?
No, that is clear. All of them, that is clear.
Yeah. The Carl Urban one is probably the best version of Dread we've ever gotten.
Really?
I feel like if The Boys doesn't give him the juice to get a Dread sequel done, nothing will.
This man is in everything. He's in everything. Like, I'm like, every time I see him, I'm like, my wife said, I've seen him in this. And I'm like, yeah, but I was there when he was in Hercules and Xena. So this man has been everywhere.
Facts.
Like, he's been on. Jonathan Majors probably reads from his book. He's like, I need to be in everything. You know? But I'm gonna watch what I pick. Like, I'm gonna do a period piece over here, but then I'm gonna do a superhero movie over here.
That's how you gotta do. You gotta diversify your bonds.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle and Black Star for Saturday Night Live. If you did not see
the best monologue under so much pressure that I have ever seen anyone done in the entire history of watching SNL.
Yes.
And I will never count the 90s. The 90s were a very bad time. I don't understand where people. You know what? No, I know why people are mad because nobody watched. The people that are mad didn't watch it, and the people that are mad want to be mad.
But there was nothing to be mad at. There was nothing, and I didn't know the House of the Dragon season 2 quote unquote season 2 skit was hilarious.
That was priceless.
The Black Heaven skit put it over the mark. Watching Mikey Day.
do y'all think? What is that man's name? Who's the dude at SNL? The old Jewish white dude. What's his name?
Oh, Lorne Michaels.
Lorne Michaels. Do y'all think he's letting Keenan take over? I cannot see Lorne Michaels getting these jokes and being okay with them.
Keenan will be a great choice.
He's already
longest running cast member. He's
the
the head guy. He's been there the longest of any cast member. And that's he was like, no, you don't understand. You're not trapped in here with me, Lorne. Or I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. I'm waiting this out, baby.
You can't live forever.
All right, you can't live forever. You got to give up the reins sometime. Who you gonna give it to? Like, who you gonna give it to? Nobody else want it. So yeah, it was absolutely hilarious. There were people who were saying that the monologue was anti-Semitic. It was not. It was so far from that. It was so far from that.
Like,
and those are the ones who didn't watch it. That's where it was coming from, the people who didn't watch it. It was like, you didn't watch it. He said nothing out of turn.
No.
And I'm not saying that as a fan of Dave Chappelle. I'm saying it like I wanted to see what he was going to say. And he did none of that, what you thought he was going to do.
And he ripped into Kanye, the very person that they were pissed off at.
Yeah.
But
he was like, how did he say it? He was like, they were so mad at Kanye, it got Kyrie in trouble. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, come on. I'm like, okay, that's funny. You know?
It's comedy. It's comedy.
So he has a way of telling the joke, telling the story, and explaining. I'm like, look, everything we deal in life with is really a joke. You know, and that's how he's putting it. So he said nothing out of turn, nothing out of text. Shout out to Ice-T. He showed up. Good Lord. The Time Haters was in the House of the Dragon. Did you hear? They were trying to, it was like a group trying to cancel Ice-T. And I'm like, you really think Ice-T cares?
He don't give a shit. And he'll talk about your mama in front of you on camera. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't sell you some car shield insurance. It's like, you think he cares?
Do his 8,000th episode of Law and Order. Jung.
Oh man. Yeah, you're right. He said, yes, he may be. Keenan would be a great choice to run. He would be. He'd great. He'd be a great. He gets along with everybody.
I can't see him giving it to anybody else. Like he's never been in trouble. He's already been green for the head writer, or the head person overall, like the main writer for the show. He's not going to get rid of him. There's no reason for him to get rid of him.
If he walks away, we're going to be like, what's wrong at the job that he walked away? You had your longest working person there work their way from the bottom up.
Yeah.
You know your job is next.
They wouldn't
your
let
job. He's just sitting up there. All he got to hear. He was just like,
"You okay? You good? I can hold you. You want to keep your seat warm? You need hospice? What you need?
No. Just wait it off.
You need hospice.
Doing that villain move. Just. Very soon, Lauren. Very soon.
So my man get one little sniffle off. Like, y'all, Lauren got the vid, y'all. Oh, Lord,
let's spread that rumor real quick. He'll spread that rumor around real quick and get that going. He was like, all he got to do is whisper it. You know, Lauren, they said Lauren. Everybody looking at him all cross. We're horrible.
Y'all heard, right?
Yeah, y'all heard, right? Y'all heard that, right?
You joking? Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna make it this time.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. But yeah, I can see him being a very good fit for that role because he put so much. Chris Redd ain't even there anymore, and I'm like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be there, considering the fact that you're dating his ex-wife. Yeah, I was just like, wasn't you on his show as playing his? I'm like, what? How?
I mean, how
love is love, everyone.
Love
is love.
What Lisa? What you say? Real love is love.
Love is love.
We found each other.
No judgments.
Found love in a hopeless place.
I look at him, I'm like, my guy. It was just like, yeah, Kenan Thompson's still here. Chris Redd left, and I'm like, well, it wasn't gonna be Kenan. Like, not happening. So if you stay tuned to the YouTube channel later this week, you'll get a review from me for the Wakanda Forever premiere. However, because 1/3 of the squad hadn't seen it yet, we're going to save that for next Tuesday. We're doing the full spoiler review, flat out, balls to the wall. We're not holding back. However, tonight, what we're going to do is give it like the kind of takeaways that me and Kira got from it. And one of those takeaways I want to give, and if you haven't done it already, you need to give this man his flowers right now. Ryan Coogler has been consistently putting out product with a message behind it every single time. Fruitvale Station, Creed 1 and 2, Black Panther. I know he's got it. It's another one I'm missing besides Wakanda Forever. You know, I got Creed. Well, Creed. Yeah. I think he's doing 3.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
He
might be involved with it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only directed 1. He was like just an executive producer, I think, on 2. He passed the director to somebody else.
I think it's
somebody. He just got Fruitvale, Creed, Black Panther 1 and 2.
Yeah, and he's still
four
attached.
deep and
It's
just
somebody.
All homers.
He's attached. It's somebody. I think it's his wife or somebody. Because I seen the last name. I gotta remember. I gotta look it up.
What, as a writer?
It might be because I was in a movie theater and I just caught the last name and I'm like, wait a minute, who is? Let me find out who's directing.
For the director,
his cousin.
Yeah, spreading the wealth.
I know the director is Michael B. Jordan.
Hingle McCringleberry.
Stephen Capel directed 2. Who's doing 3?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. Yep, you're right. So somebody, I seen the Coogler. I seen the Coogler name somewhere.
What the hell? Goddamn!
I seen that name somewhere.
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah, it's showing up. Yeah, it's another Coogler. I don't know if I'm not sure if it was a woman's name though. But I'm like, okay, he's attached. But he's consistently put out the message. He's consistently put people on the map. He works with Michael B. Jordan, even behind the scenes on stuff. They're working on stuff all the time. But if anybody knows anything about putting black and brown people on the screen,
eleganza.
Shout out to Tanak Huerta.
Good God.
Okay, Kira?
She's always holding the line for these water daddies. I don't know what it is.
I love the water. I'm an island girl. What do you want me to do? The island of Manhattan, the island of Barbados. What do you want me to do? I am a water baby. I can't help myself.
Oh my god! But it
All the
is
time.
it's. I seen a video with Tanakh Huerta when he was at the I think the official purple carpet premiere that they did for Wakanda Forever, and he spoke to another Latino, and it's been a lot of talk about darker Latinos finally getting those leads and that recognition and those shines instead of the white Latinos. So even in like with our own culture where you have this this color, that color code, you know, against lighter and darker skinned men and women, it says a lot. And I don't know what they were saying because they were speaking in their language. Don't fault me. I'm trying to learn other languages. I'm learning. But I could tell from the passion of it that because at the end of the conversation, the guy that was interviewing him gave him a hug. Like Tanakh gave him a hug, kissed him on his head. And you could tell he almost cried too. The guy was crying, Tanakh was damn near in tears because it was saying, you could tell from that conversation, it's our time. It's our time. And I was like, I know that feeling when we seen the first Black Panther. It's our time. Like, we're here. Y'all been ignoring us, and we're here. So, like, and we're doing this now. What do you say?
You've got. I'm going to curse a lot in this lesson.
Oh
You've
yeah,
got
you
a
don't. Yeah,
fucking gold mine at your fingertips, begging to come and work for you. 9 times out of 10 for fucking free because we don't know any goddamn better, but we have the passion in order to try to put things out there. And you won't fucking do it. It does not make sense to me. I'm done.
Oh, I was waiting for that rant to keep going. I was
I know. I have to
bring it forth. Don't let go of the reins, Roman. But yeah, I walked away. I mentioned it earlier. This is the end of Phase 4. Wakanda Forever is the end of Phase 4. Phase 4 has literally been about trauma, loss, grief, and moving on. So the people that were complaining and griping and fussing and pointing fingers and getting mad at the women, I see you, you little bastards. It all led. And this movie, from what I understand, was not supposed to be that originally. It was supposed to have some tones, but because we lost someone, it changed the tone a lot.
What I read and what I heard, pardon me, what is this, man? Ryan Coogler said that there was always going to be grief involved in the film, even before Chadwick passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I see what he did, and the extra grief in this film, I think I'm trying to not be spoilery.
In other words, you're saying, Will, hurry up, watch the movie.
Yeah. I think that was always going to be in the film because without that, it would not have forced T'Challa to become a leader.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that particular thing was always going to happen. But now that you have all of these other elements inside of it, it still has there's still the need for it, but now it's so much worse.
Yeah.
So
I
much.
will say that everything was handled extremely well. Extremely well. That's why I said you need to give this man his flowers now.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Ruth Carter. She already won an award this year. She needs to win another one.
Keep him coming.
Because and this isn't spoiling for anything for Will, but there's outfits that Angela Bassett wears. There's outfits for the Midnight Angels. There's the Dora Milaje. These outfits were amazing.
all of the purple things, forever and ever. She needs to have a clothing line. I need her to have a clothing line because I will go broke. Trying to get half of one of them dresses on sale. I will go broke for whatever she puts out.
There's a gown that Angela Bassett wears. Number one, let's get this out of the way.
That's
Angela Bassett wears anything, and let's just say it just looks amazing. However, I seen this dress when they had it on display when they did the live premiere event. They showed all of the outfits and everything else. It was like a little walk down, and they had and I said, that's a beautiful dress. It's a beautiful dress. And then I see her wearing it.
It's a whole different dress.
It's a whole different dress. And I'm like, how did you go up another level?
And
I said it out loud. My wife knows how I am about Angela Bassett. And she's sitting right next to me. And I was like, that dress is gorgeous. And she was just like, yes, it is. I'm like,
and it's a fight between who's wearing it. Is the dress wearing her? Is she wearing the dress? But it's like that fucking dress. I'm not a fashion whore. But I do love fashion. I am absolute. That fucking dress could light the world on fire, and I would be okay with it. That dress was fucking phenomenal, and the one at the UN was good too.
Yeah. He said, "Careful, Carol. The mouse will come out with a Wakanda clothing line." Please do. Please do.
Speak that into existence.
We need a Wakanda clothing line.
Orlando to get a fitting done immediately tonight. I will be done. I will be dead for no reason.
And you've seen it. You've seen it in the trailers. The looks for the all white, Sherry's look, Queen Ramonda's look, the Dora Milaje's, the Midnight Angels. Jesus.
Where do you get the ideas? Where do you go? Because you can't be high coming up with them ideas. That is straight sober thoughts.
So phase 4 has been the time of grief and trauma and moving forward and loss and fashion. Fashion. You gotta hit it with the hard and fashion. I'm like, there's a runway and they're using the hell out of it. But yeah, it was. I loved what they've been doing with Phase 4. I really have. It's, people were like, "Oh, it's boring. This show isn't all of that, and that show is this and what." I'm like, you're not paying attention. They can't all be in game, and nor should they be. In game was just what the title was. In game. This is the culmination of 10 years slamming down and getting everything done. After that, it's war. It's a war. What happens to people after war? They have to recoup. They have to take a record of what they've lost, what they may have gained. I was like, Peter lost his identity to the world. Loki lost all his family.
Shit, he lost. Wait, hold on. You ain't gonna gloss over Aunt May. Wait, don't gloss over Aunt May.
No. Yeah, he did.
Fine, I did too.
You talking? Yeah, the fine Aunt May, exactly. I'm like, what? And did I see that coming? No.
Ain't nobody asked for that.
I'm in the theater, just like I'm like, that ain't fair. That ain't fair.
That
ain't fair at all.
The tears for no reason. I did not come. I came here to be happy and to root for Peter to get his life together and go to college. I ain't asked to be stabbed in the stomach. No. All that. What is that? 2 years of trauma?
Yeah. I'm like, dude. I'm like, this man can't have. I'm like, y'all really giving us the Peter Parker from the comics, aren't y'all? Y'all really giving us the Peter who really gets shitted on. It's just really no other way around it. This dude stays. For those who don't read Spider-Man, Pete stays. I don't know how it's his resiliency. And this is why like people like Captain America and everybody else look at him a little different. They look at him like, yo, you like one of the strongest people we know. Because like, dude, you stay losing and you get back up.
you stay getting hit and you get back up. How?
Why? How?
Why? You said how and why? And
Why?
I'm like, my God, like you taking L's left and right, and you just get up and go to your little 1-room apartment and keep it moving. Which New York, you should be an absolute shame of yourself doing that in those apartments out there. That's not right.
Like on the note of Spider-Man and his life being jacked up, have y'all read Spider-Man Life Story?
No. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yo, Kira, it's like, Spider-Man been around since what, 60s?
Yeah.
It's like they take all the seminal moments of like the different
and
Spider-Man
they undo everything, right?
and make it one lifeline. So they take him from being a teenager or a early college kid in the 60s, and he just lives out his life. But all the big Spider-Man things that we know happen to this one individual over his actual lifetime as he ages.
No.
It's so good.
But
it's like the impact of like, damn, they really dragged this man over the coals. Like,
for real. It's just like now you look at one moment in time, you're just like, I don't blame him for making a deal with Mephisto. He needs a moment.
There. Yeah.
He's like, you did what? I'm like, do you blame him? Lost his mama, lost his daddy, lost his uncle, lost his aunt several times, lost a baby, like lost the love of his life, losing jobs, gets a corporation, loses that.
His mentor.
His mentor.
I don't know what voodoo priestess you pissed off in a past life, but she has got you on lock forever. You did it, and clearly you haven't learned your lesson because she keeps hitting you, boy.
Maybe you should have just talked to the Stephen Strange again and just said, you know what, Doc? Make everybody forget me except this person. Because I'm gonna need somebody to talk to.
just one. I just need the one.
Like, who do you need it to be? I don't. Ned. Let's make it Ned.
God damn! No, not Ned. Not Ned.
If they're gonna make Ned the villain down the line, because you seen the look he had. He was just like,
oh no,
I'm not gonna betray you. He was like, I'm not gonna be. He was like, he found out. He was like, yeah, I had to fight my friend, and then he died in my arms. He's looking at his Peter. He was like, I'm not going to betray you.
I just realized something. Like they,
oh poor baby.
It's like he made the world forget Peter Parker. So that means if Peter was in therapy for the various things, he goes back to his therapist. It's like, I'm sorry, who are you? Like, oh no.
We're starting all over. We gotta start all over. My pockets is getting hit. I can't make this money on a photographer and a pizza delivery salary.
No, you don't get those hours back.
No, you don't. You don't get those hours back. It's so bad.
Oh,
and meanwhile, Loki's over here. He's just like, I lost my mother, lost my father. Brother thinks I'm dead. That's kind of on me though. So right now he thinks I'm dead. Everybody thinks I'm dead because I'm from a certain timeline and I'm not there. I'm like, that's gotta suck.
And he also sort of fell in love with himself. That's just
kind of weird.
Interesting.
Takes self-love to a whole nother level.
Oh boy.
I was just like, is it wrong?
Yes. Yes. It is wrong. It is wrong. Let me let you know.
It's him, but it's not. No.
I have never seen any these acrobatics before. I'm impressed.
Listen,
yeah.
The moral acrobatics.
I didn't know I could do that.
Being awake way too late and still thinking about this genetically.
Stop it.
If they were to smush,
Absolutely not.
it's still him. The baby is still him.
Oh my god.
It's so
Genetically
weird.
a clone.
It's oh god, it's gone cross-eyed.
Sir, you're crossing streams. Please
You're crossing the streams. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been the alligator for all we cared. And it was just
I wouldn't put it past him.
who was always for the smoke anyway. That Gator Loki was for the smoke. That's the one you don't bring to the club. You just like, look, I just want to have a couple drinks and I want to go home.
Oops.
Had a long week at work and I'm ready to go home. Gator Loki was like, nah, son. We about to get this in. And then that be the one. You like, yeah, we got kicked out the club, shirt all torn up, bloody lip, maybe a black eye. Might have a record by the end of the night. Who knows?
Somebody got bit.
Yeah, because of Gator Loki. But you would want him in a fight. You'd want him in the fight. You just like he ain't backing down. So
not terrible. Not the worst person to have.
It's not the worst person to have around. It was just like, look, we going out. We telling Gator Loki, no, don't tell him nothing. Just
come on.
Just going to McDonald's. That's like you don't want him at the Waffle House. Let's just put it like that.
Listen, I feel like every crew needs a shooter, but you also need somebody to monitor the shooter to make sure that when the shooting happens, it's absolutely necessary.
So the shooter is Gator Loki. The monitor for Gator Loki is what the old Loki is, like the classic looking Loki. He's the monitor because he was the only one that was understanding you, wasn't it? Or was it the kid Loki?
Maybe it was kid Loki.
It might be kid Loki. It might be kid. Like you said, yeah, but Gator Loki ain't the one you want to go to the Waffle House after hours with. That's the cat. You be like, man, we hungry. I'm hungry. We ain't going to the Waffle House, man. We ain't going to Waffle House. We ain't going to IHOP. We ain't going to Denny's. We ain't going to none of them.
Damn. If you ain't got good common sense in Denny's.
You said it's Denny's. How did this happen? Oh my God. But yeah, so Loki was about that. Obviously, WandaVision was all about grief and loss, and see how that turned out. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was dealing with certain levels of loss because he couldn't get over Christine to save his life.
America Chavez.
America Chavez did, yeah, all her life.
Oh shit, Wong. He lost the whole fucking temple.
He lost the temple. He lost his woman.
Yeah.
And he gained a Madison.
He gained a Madison.
Who lost her soul? Who lost her soul?
She sold her soul for a drink, didn't she?
Oh,
or no, to get out the dimension. It was something Madison did.
Madison.
Oh.
She sold her soul to get out of the dimension.
Yeah, because it was a goat. When she said, "Oh, it was some goat-looking guy," and I'm like, "Okay, that was kind of nonchalant."
WandaVision proves she can't be trusted.
Right, Wanda. Oh, Wanda. I get it, but at the same time, it's misguided. This woman lost a lot at the same time.
She just wants what she's owed.
And I can respect that. I can respect. She lost her parents, lost her brother, lost her lover.
Man, I want her to want Vision more, man.
Phew.
Yo, as someone that wants to write for film and television, when Paul Bettany fixed his lips to say, "What is grief but love persevering?"
My man didn't have to drop bars like that.
Hold on.
You know how many times I had to rewind that? I'm like, wait, what did he say?
I was like, I didn't know I couldn't words good. I couldn't words good this whole time. This person can words good.
Oh my God. I was like, he literally had me like this. Don't you put that on us! I had no idea. I'm like, what? What?
How dare you? How dare you make me understand what it is that I'm going
I was
through?
like, I'm literally like,
Wait.
I
Just
need to
put
go
the whole
outside
remote.
for a minute.
Let me
Wait.
just go pause this.
What
Where you
does
going,
what's
babe?
that?
I'm gonna go cry in the car real quick. I'll be
Go cry
back.
in the
What's-
car. I'm looking up in the
What's that
stars with
mean?
my hands behind my back, just kind of looking out there, just walking around in the field. What's
Wait,
wrong with him?
the
I'm
meme?
like, what is love persevering without?
It's the meme with the drug dealer dude. He's standing by the pool, just looking off into space. That's it is.
I'm like, that was uncalled for to be dropping bars like that. Uncalled for. And yet, I wasn't mad at it. I was just like, if they keep changing out the planks of the ship, is it the same ship? And I'm like,
huh? No. Shit.
yeah, exactly. I'm confused. I'm concussed again. What is going on? I'm like, I need help. Falcon and Winter Soldier deals with that was a lot to unpack. Bucky dealing with the stuff he did as Winter Soldier, and you see his PTSD. Seeing Sam, him talking to Isaiah Bradley, and Carl Lumley gave him that speech. I'm not gonna lie, I shed a tear. As a black man, I shed a tear. I'm like, yeah, he's not lying right now. Especially when he hit him with, what did they put you in prison for? I went behind enemy lines to save my battalion, and they put me in prison for disobeying orders. And the first thing I said was, it's the exact same thing Cap did. And he said it. And I'm like, I ain't mad at Cap. I'm mad at the people who did it. There it is. And then Sam gives that speech at the end, and I'm like, I hope y'all politicians is watching this, because he aired all y'all out. Oh yeah.
Not a single one.
Like,
Not a single one.
No crumbs left behind. He's like, any one of y'all can pick up a phone and feed a country, but y'all choose to start a war. I was just like, I said, you and Vision, y'all got to stop with these bars. Like, y'all both, and it's already been discussed that Vision is invited to the cookout because
Bashan.
It was like, where you get that? He's made out of vibranium, and it's in Africa, and Wakanda's in Africa. Therefore, by proxy, he's invited to the cookout.
I'm co-signing on any of that at all. I'm not co-signing on any of that.
Come on, my man was rocking a whole turtleneck. He was just missing the thin gold chain and the do-rag. And we've seen that meme.
Yes, a billion times. I still say I am not co-signing.
It's
cannot
okay, Carrie,
co-sign.
because Sam Wilson fixed racism at the end of the show. So
enough, just enough, because they'll forget about it. Because I already know what that Captain America 4. Oh yeah,
They even talking about making that movie yet? I haven't.
They've been talking about it. Yeah, it's already in books to be done. They're getting lineups and everything together. Like, if you read when he took over the mantle, if you read the start of him taking over the mantle, I'm like, that's exactly what that movie's gonna be.
Hey Will, what you laughing at?
Oh shit!
Sorry.
So Will in the audience says, "What is drip? If not swag, persevering." I'm done.
I was laughing because, like, how he gave his whole impassioned speech, and I was like, "Yay, Sam fixed racism." I was like, in Captain America 4, like, What if Disney get extra bold and something just like super racist happened out the break for him? It's just like, oh, it's Captain America, and then it's just like, oh, whoa, holy hell! Wait a minute.
Look, I remember because he's still there. There's another Falcon who was also in the show, but there's another Falcon in the comics, and you have Sam Wilson, who's Captain America. I think he is. Yeah.
Captain African America.
Yeah. Steve is okay. So Steve Rogers is the Sentinel of Liberty. Yeah. Yeah. Steve Rogers is the Sentinel of Liberty, and I think he's and Sam is the symbol of truth. I think he's the symbol of truth or justice or something like that. But they're both Sentinels. But they're both Cap. But Sam got his own shield. So what is drip if not swag persevering? Good Lord. I gotta keep that line. Jesus, this might be the episode. What is drip if not swag persevering? I'm using that line. Thanks, Will. I'm using that line. He said the next Captain America Sam Wilson storyline is bound to be good if they stick to if they stick to the story, because when he was announced in the comics, it was actual people saying, not my Captain America, not my Captain America. Like they really said, and they took that and they put that in the comics. And I'm like, I see them pulling. So when they announced the movie, I'm like, they're using that. You can't tell me they're not.
Especially with all the stuff that's going on out here now.
Yeah. They were just like, poke the bear. They'll come. Trust me.
Just like every 5 minutes in the film, they're just going to get a clip from Fox News edited in.
Oh yeah. What is drip? But yeah, I can see them doing it. Yeah. He said tip the waitress. I will. But yeah, like this whole phase 4 has been something just stuff. It's been stuff, and it's it doesn't always have to be the big war or the big battle or whatever the case may be. Like you gotta think these people came off of a major. First off, they were gone for 5 years. Let's just get that out the way. They were perceived dead for 5 years. Come back, major war. Natasha still ain't had no damn funeral. I don't know what the hell. That couldn't. They ain't not Natasha. Tony did.
Didn't they sent the little boat off into the lake or something like that? Isn't that
that's all they did for Natasha?
That's the funeral.
No, that's what they did that for Tony. They put the wreath in the water with the man had a heart.
They like sprinkled a little bit of her name out there during the whole. There's a little.
I like Kira being mad shady right now.
No, I think if anybody did anything, it was Yelena. She has a grave site. And Yelena went there, but and I'm pretty sure Clint and people like that went and paid their respect. But I don't know if it's because she was a spy and she has no other family other than the Avengers. Because Tony was gone already. She wasn't there for that. She was gone herself. If anybody mourned her more than anything next to Yelena, it was Bruce.
That should have definitely been like a Avenger funeral, not just
yeah.
Just now that I think about it, like
did your girl dirty this whole arc? Her whole arc, she got done dirty.
I was so pissed about that. Because it made me hard. It made it hard for me to care. I mean, it's a watchable film. Don't get me wrong, but it was like, but she's dead already.
Yeah.
So you're really just using as the bridge to introduce Yelena, and it's like that kind of sucks because you didn't give her just due long before that, and they were asking for this movie long before that. You're right. She didn't get spit.
Watching Black Widow again, because one of my homeboys, this is his favorite Marvel film. I'm not going that far, But watching it again outside of the context of when it happened in our timeline, and sort of more put in the context of if I was watching it when it dropped chronologically in the MCU, I was like, oh, this is a much better viewing experience.
Yeah. If you look at it from that angle, it makes it better. But it was just like, man, y'all just it performed quote unquote poorly. I mean, it made money, but it performed not to the standard they needed to. And I'm like, well, think about it. Think about when you killed her. She's gone. And then you want to drop a movie. It's kind of like,
I'm glad she sued the shit out of them. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Because they fucked that up big time.
Yeah, it was just like you could have gave her.
There's no reason why they put it there. They could have dropped that movie before Captain Marvel came out.
Yeah. You mean to tell me you couldn't give us a film of Black Widow? She could at least got 3 films at best of past missions and how she met Clint and all that stuff.
And what the hell happened in Budapest?
Like, my God, that's the whole.
If y'all keep referencing that, I'm like, what the hell happened in Budapest?
And it clearly wasn't that important because nobody ever got to really see it.
Right. So it's just like, y'all, what happened? Like, what happened that she made it? I don't know. I wanted to see that, and you had the opportunity. You could have had a whole nother franchise and knocked that out, and would have been fine. And you could have introduced Yelena by that 3rd film, and then she's unalived, and then and don't get me wrong, love Yelena. She's fun.
Yeah,
she's absolutely she's a treat, so she's fun. But it was like, and that's not even slight to her. It was just like, you did Natasha dirty.
Gentlemen.
Right.
I must be.
It's been real. We're shutting down, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
All right, Kira, we'll see you. We're Thursday. We're doing that show Thursday. Yeah.
22nd.
Yeah. No, we're doing the other show, not ours.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I see you.
See you later, guys.
You're right. Well, it could have been a TV series at least something, and we got crap out of that one, and it's kind of a bad spill for that, and I really wished she had more. It was so much potential there, so much potential.
You could still right now give me Renner and ScarJo and make it an anime and show me the mission in Budapest.
Yeah.
I'm watching that.
Yeah, it ain't even got to be like them 20. It don't even have to be like the 22-minute episodes that you give us in an animation or anything like that. You can give us those one shots they used to do. I used to love those. I wonder why they stopped. The last one shot I seen was All Hail. What was it? All Hail to the King, and it was about Trevor Slattery. That's the last one I seen, and I'm like, man, y'all stop. Those were amazing. Those were fun.
I feel like Feige he has ultimate power now. It's like, I don't need to make this little connective tissue. I can make you make a third of your show about the next thing I want to make. So says me, the Phi God.
So says me. Yes, this is true. Oh my God, man. But man, we're getting out, man. We're heading out of here. This tuning in, like I said, I'm doing a show for somebody. I'm appearing on somebody's show all this week. So I'm doing it's like I'm doing a press tour. This is what this feels like. Somebody start paying me, please. I needs the money. I needs the money. I want it. Oh my God. Will, tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, real quick, I just want to shout out to the Blurred Mob. Sorry I won't be there, but still haven't seen the film, unfortunately. Also, shout out to Kira because I have no clue what she said, but I was very intrigued and I didn't learn anything about the movie. I was like, that was good spoiler-free talk. It made me want to watch the movie more. We talked nothing that I learned.
Yes. Will is practicing the ancient art of staying away from social media because my God, let me tell you something. I'm glad I put the PSA out when I did. Because some of you bastards on TikTok need to be burned. I swear, like I was just scrolling, and I had already seen the movie prior to that. But when I'm scrolling and you have your phone, you have the TikTok, and your phone is at the theater and recording the I'm like, that's dirty.
Only thing I've seen that I didn't know about going into the film is the I guess the folks of Telocan do some little Kamehameha thing. Like
Oh
this.
yeah, that's their thing. That's their like this is our salute and this is theirs. And it's kind of like, and I'm like, nice. Once again, Ryan Coogler, congratulations, bringing black and brown people into
Why
the
do
fold.
I feel like that was a Michael B. Jordan note because he tried to make his look like Vegeta. He's like, "Yo, I got another thing from that show we can do."
Oh my God!
On that note, man, you see it on the screen. Mayhem Media, MAYEHEM Media. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook now, YouTube. I mean, anywhere where you want to find me, that would be the tag. Holla at your boy.
You know it. You got it. Guess what, everybody? It is your man up north. Not that far up north. I'm in Northeast Ohio, so that's kind of a thing. The man on the wall, Chris Fury. You can go to Blurred's Eye View on IG. When you go there, you'll see the link tree in the bio. Go to the link tree and it sends you to all of the socials. Let me put the IG tag back up. You'll see all the socials there. Blurred's Eye View, all one word. And it'll send you to the link tree that's in the bio, and you'll send you to the Facebook page, Blurred's Eye View Podcast. And you can also listen to us on Opulence Radio every Mondays and Thursdays throughout the day, all day long. So get the Opulence Radio app. You can also check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Twitch handle Blurred's Eye View 1. Check us out on YouTube as well to watch us live and also catch Fury's Reacts and Reviews, where I give you a new review and react to any trailer, movie, comic, game, whatever. Having fun. There it is. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And why did you do that? Thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to be coming back next Tuesday with the full-on spoiler review of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Get your tissues out. This is going to be a moment of reflection. People are still talking about it, as they should. This movie has made a crap ton of money already. Let's go back to the theaters. Let's do it again. Show them that we are here, and we care, and we give a damn. Shout out to Ryan Coogler and the entire cast, because they did an absolutely fantastic job on representation, dealing with grief and how to move forward, and just the whole nine. And shout out to Ruth Carter. I can't up that woman enough. Ruthie Carter, beautiful job on the wardrobes. Just and Angela Bassett. I'm not saying this because I have a crush on you. I'm saying this because I know power when I see it. She is a powerful actress, always has been. And there are scenes in this movie, Will, where you're going to be like, just give her the Oscar now. Just give it to her. You feel it. And I'm like, she's going after that. So,
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
So yeah, it's an intense movie. It's gonna make you really think about it. But we'll be back next Tuesday, like I said, with the full spoiler review, and then on December 1st, we'll be back for the Thursday show as well. So we'll be back to normal in a couple weeks, because next week is the bird day. The bird day drop. So who gonna do a show after eating? Not me. Hey, super. Got turkey in my neck. Got turkey in my neck. So yeah.
Oh man. So until next week when we return, you can also check us out on YouTube. I'll be dropping my review for Wakanda Forever this week on the YouTube channel. So go check it out. But remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. This is Chris Fury, the man on the wall. We'll catch you next week. We're out of here.